What is going on, Kreenpananas? Thank you so much for giving the very first vlog that we released last week a very warm reception. This week was filled with more gaming and art and seasonal delights. At the time that this video is going live, there should be, I think that video should be breaking about 100 views. I mean, that blows my mind. That means that there's about 100 people watching all at once, or there's 50 people watching it twice. That's 200 pairs of eyes. Or it could just be me watching it 100 times, nitpicking at everything I could have done better. But I digress. And mahalos to everyone out there who left me some feedback on the videos. They left me a comment. I've written them all down and I've checked it twice, just like Santa would do. So ho 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 ho. Speaking of Santa, look what I got. Christmas came early. Oh, sorry. Christmas came early. I got myself the AverMedia Live Gamer HD, which basically I will be plugging into the computer, and I'll be able to finally stream some next-gen footage and be able to record things more properly. Really trying to get more production into it, because the last time, the last game capture card I had was an Elgato, and that sort of it served me really well. As you can see in the channel here, it served me really well, but I gotta move on. It's too heavy to lift. It arrived! Well, it didn't arrive. Well, technically it did arrive. It arrived at Best Buy's. I still have to go pick it up. I left a post about getting it, and I thought it was super duper scrumptious-dumptiously funny that for a while I didn't think I was going to get one, and then finally I bit the bullet and got one. And I had a couple of reasons why I opted for the PS4 over the Xbox One. One of them being that every title that I would have picked up for the Xbox One, I probably could have already picked up for the PC. There weren't any exclusives for the Xbox One that I was really interested in anyway. For the PS4, there were a handful of ones that I really wanted to play. One of them being it already comes in this bundle. It's The Last of Us. I've been wanting to play this for such a long time. I'm so excited, and I'm looking forward to actually getting it on the stream. So if you're following on Twitch, you'll be able to watch it at some point here. Also, they had Bloodborne, and I'm a huge fan of the Souls series. I played Dark Souls 2. I never got into Demon Souls, unfortunately, because it was kind of before my time of the whole gaming thing, the gaming revolution. There's also Infamous Second Son, which I missed out, but I'm gonna go ahead and retro play it. And finally, there's coming up, there is Order 1886, I think it was. I'm bad with numbers, but that's another one of those PS4 exclusives that I'm looking forward to playing in the next year. And I'd asked you guys in the last video, were there any titles that you were looking forward to playing in the next year? And I hopefully will get a chance to sort of connect on that as well. Before I move on though, I do want to say you should check out the Steam sales. Woo! Steam sales have gone live this week, so there are a lot of great titles that are floating around out there. Most of them I already actually owned or was not really interested in getting anyways, so my wallet will be safe this year, knock on wood. But while we're talking about Steam, I do want to invite you to the Steam group that we have on the channel. I'll leave a link below. You're welcome to join it. There are a couple of really neat things that I wanted to share about the Steam group. One of them being that some of the forum discussions revolve around books, and books that I really wanted to get into in the spirit of nerd curiosity. And for a while I was reading a lot of R.A. Salvatore's Legend of Drow. Can someone please correct me on how I'm pronouncing that? And I really enjoyed the world that he had created. And the problem is, it sort of stopped there. But the interest did not stop there. I just wasn't sure which direction to go into as far as fantasy and sci-fi books were going. So I went ahead. There should be a forum post about that books, and if you have any ideas or recommendations, I'd love to hear your input on there. I'll be adding it to my Amazon wish list or checking it out at the recycled bookstore down the street. In other worldly news, in my art life, last week, as I mentioned in the previous vlog, we had started rehearsals for the 1 Minute Play Festival, and that has since been completed. We did Monday and Tuesday shows, and it was phenomenal. It was such an endearing experience and totally brand new to me. And I had written down some notes here that I wanted to share with you, because like when I'm thinking about it, it just feels overwhelming still. Like I haven't fully had a chance to process it. But as far as theatrical endeavors go, it's definitely a new experience for me. Just sort of being there. And mind you, this was like 80 plus actors and like 10 directors, well, more than that, I'm sure, because sometimes actors double as directors, directors double as actors. But like so many experiences that are taken in by a group of people, it's only sort of natural to develop sort of this affinity that revolves around what you were doing, right? Like when, you know, when soldiers go to war, they come back and there's this bond. Not saying that the two are linked, that art is war. No, I'm just saying that by the end of it, there was sort of this palpable sense of camaraderie. And because we had been under the elements, the Bay Area had been suffering. Back it up. The Bay Area has been flourishing with this rainstorm that we've been having the past couple of weeks. Grass is greener and all that great stuff. But commuting to the venue and just getting about that many people there under the storm has been wild, to say the least. And when you're doing this and you are going through all, you know, the motions and being there and being under that weather, and you know, on the first night they gave us a tour of the facility, the venue, and the backstage area wasn't complete yet, so it was kind of in this not barn, but it was bare bones backstage area, dressing room. And you know, you would look around and there's a thespian there laying on the ground, you know, with a blanket over them. And it's not as bad as it sounds, trust me. But there's that overall feeling of, as you leave, going, I know how that person felt. I know what they're going through. We are both here to create this art and share an experience with an audience. And man, you leave. I left there feeling incredibly connected with more people than I did going into it. And I think that for me will be something that I take with me. You know, I've already sort of branched out on the face of books to different artists that I got to watch and see, and I got to admire their work. And seriously, even though it was such a short experience in sort of the overall span of life, it was incredibly invigorating. And I have to say, shout outs, that's a double salute. Double salute to all the artists that were involved there. Shout out to Playwrights Foundations for hosting it, and the 1 Minute Play Festivals for being their 5th year there. And I look forward to, hopefully, knock on palm, if that's a thing, to be participating in it again next year. So whether or not you celebrate Christmas or Hanukkah or Friendsmas, I don't know, is that a thing? I did want to share something that my housemates and I did last week, which I thought was pretty amusing, and that was, and I've never ever done this before because we've always, for whatever reason, in living in my as a child, we always sort of had a Christmas tree already. I don't know where it was ever stored, but this was the very first year that I ventured out and actually helped get the household a tree, which is a very interesting experience because you kind of like, you know, you kind of look at it and like you're checking out a car, you're like looking at it, is it tall enough, is it round enough, is it calling my name, what is it, right? So we finally got one, and you know, it took about an hour and a half or whatever it was, and by the time we were done, by the time we had selected a tree and had it, you know, cut and attached to the roof of our car, we got to the intersection. Lo and behold, there were all the Santas running across the road, preventing us from getting to our house, which was actually really close by. Had I just lumberjacked that tree and hoisted it over my shoulders and walked it home, I would have been home sooner. But no, we had our, you know, we took our housemate's car and ended up driving around like an extra 30 minutes. It was kind of crazy to think about, like, for a tree. But it is now safely erected and lit and bedazzled in our house, and I'll share some pictures with you guys next week. If you guys have any pictures of your tree, or if you have anything that you celebrate during Christmas, I'd love to know what it is. Feel free to tweet me at Tasi Alabastro, and I want to see what it is. Maybe I'll retweet it. Just let me know that it was for the Kreen Berets, hashtag Kreen Berets. I think it's fascinating, you know, like just to see I don't know, it sort of gets swept up in that spirit. It's been a while, you know. Like I talk about the spirit of camaraderie when we were doing the show out in San Francisco, but this was something entirely different for me. It was a very warming experience, because I haven't had a chance to really be in a household with a Christmas tree and have it decorated in a very long time. I just had a lot of stuff going on in my life that never presented itself the opportunity to do that. With that being said, though, I want to know how you guys connect, and I want to know about your experiences. If you had to share one memorable experience of a human connection, what would it be? For example, I just want to give a shout out to Pamela, who I met at the Playwrights Festival's 1 Minute Play Festival. We met outside of a donut shop right across from the theater, and we connected solely on pastries and rain and the fact that we're both doing this, and it was engaging and it was warming and it was delightful. It was all of these words combined. So I want to know from you guys, leave me a comment below, what was the last or what was the most memorable experience of connecting with another human being that you've had, that you wouldn't mind sharing. And I do also want to say that I would love to highlight these in next week's vlog. So if you guys want to keep it in one like sort of concise paragraph, or if you want to email it to me, you're welcome to do that. Either you can tweet it to me also. If you want to email me, you can reach me at kreenpananas@gmail.com. But if you want to just leave it in the comment below so people can like upvote or whatever it is you want to do. You want to call me if you have my phone number. Thank you everyone again for making this coming back to YouTube, coming back to Twitch, such a remarkable feeling for me. And you know, I'm not going to be able to catch you on Christmas or whatever your holiday is up until next week, but have a safe and delightful holiday season, and I will see you guys after the break. Ciao, goodbye. Should I sing you a song? Should I sing you a song? Jingle bells, jingle bell rock. I don't really know the lyrics, I suck. Dancing and prancing and frolicking along. That's the jingle bell, that's the jingle bell, that's the jingle bell rock. Wow, that was so off key. Vlog, let's see here. Weekly vlog. I've forgotten already. Weekly vlog number 2. Season 1. Sorry. And I just want to say mahalos. Thank you. Domo arigato. Sorry, I probably butchered that. What is going on, Green Beret? What is going on, Green Berets? Uh-oh. Every time it warms the cockles of my heart.